Hello everyone. In the last session, we have studied reflection of light, refraction of light, and also total internal reflection. And also we studied reflection of light through spherical surface, reflection of light through the lenses, and also reflection of light through the prism. We have studied in the last sessions. Now this is optical instruments. In this part, we are going to study about the artificial optical instruments such as microscope and telescope. So before going to study about these instruments, first we have to know what is optical instrument. Optical instruments are the devices which make use of lenses, mirrors and prisms. So about lenses, mirrors and prisms we have studied in the last sessions. So lens is an optical medium bounded by two surfaces of which at least one surface is spherical or cylindrical. And mirror is again it is an optical medium. Here the front surface is optical and the back surface is opaque because the back surface of the glass is coated with the silver color so that it does not enter the ray of light. So this is a mirror. About spherical mirrors we already studied. Then prisms. Prism again it is also an optical medium and here it is bounded by three rectangular surfaces and two triangular surfaces. In that these three rectangular surfaces are considered as refracting surfaces and two triangular surfaces are considered as base of the prism. Here these lenses, mirrors and prisms are used in optical instruments. So why we have to use these optical instruments? Here these are used to extend the range of vision of the human eye. We know that the human eye is also an optical instrument. With the help of human eye, we can see the objects or the things surrounded by us. But for the human eye, it is very difficult to observe or it is very difficult to see the far objects or the heavenly bodies. So in that cases, we can prefer artificial optical instruments such as microscope, telescope, binoculars or periscopes and so on. So these are artificial optical instruments and which can extend the range of vision. It can extend the range of vision, so we can call it as optical instrument. Right? So optical instruments, these are the devices which make use of lenses, mirrors and prisms. They are used to extend the range of vision of human eye. Here we are going to study in detail about microscope and telescope. So before going to study about the optical instruments like microscopes and telescope, first we have to know what is angular magnification. As we already studied about linear magnification, we know that linear magnification is given by the equation m equal to hi divided by ho. That means height of image to the height of object, or we can write it as m equal to minus v divided by u. So this is for spherical mirrors, or we can write it as m equal to plus v by u. This is for lenses. So about linear magnification, we have studied in spherical mirrors and lenses. But now this is angular magnification. So linear means it is a straight line. Angular means the angle subtended by object or the image. This is angular magnification. And now you can observe this is the human eye and this is retina. So on this retina means it is just like a screen. On this screen, the image has to be formed, right? Now, in front of this retina, there is an iris having a hole which is called a pupil. through this pupil light can enter, so that refraction of light takes place through the convex lens, that is eye lens. After refraction, these are going to converge on the screen, that is retina. So that image is formed on the retina, and then this image is real and inverted. But this image is taken by the optical fibers to the brain, so that brain interprets inverted image as erected image. So this is about human eye. Here, let us consider an object AB. This object is far away from the eye. When the object is far away from the human eye, when the person observes this object, so this is the visual angle subtended by object at the human eye, right? So alpha, here it is alpha. Alpha indicates visual angle subtended by object. Visual angle subtended by object at the eye. Right now this object is away from us. Let us take the angle as alpha. Now come to the second case. Here I am using some instruments to get the magnified image. So let us consider image is very close to the human eye. So when it is very close to the human eye, let us take the angle beta. So beta is visual angle subtended by image. Now I am going to take the angle beta, right? So here we know that in a linear magnification we wrote the equation m equal to height of image to the height of object. But in angular magnification we are going to write the angle subtended by image, that is beta, and angle subtended by object at the eye, that is alpha. So this is called angular magnification, right? So linear magnification is m equal to hi divided by ho, and angular magnification for the optical instruments we can write it as m equal to beta divided by alpha. Remember, beta indicates visual angle subtended by image, alpha indicates visual angle subtended by object. Remember, so visual angle subtended by image is greater than object. Beta is always greater than alpha. So how to define angular magnification? The angular magnification, or it is also called as magnifying power of an optical instrument, is defined as the ratio of visual angle subtended by the image formed by instrument at the eye to the visual angle subtended by object at the unaided eye. Means without using instrument, unaided eye or naked eye. That is m equal to beta divided by alpha. See here, the ratio of visual angle subtended by image formed by instrument at the eye to the visual angle subtended by object at the unaided eye, that is given by the equation m equal to beta divided by alpha, where beta is visual angle subtended by image. It is formed by instrument at the eye. And alpha indicates visual angle subtended by object at the unaided eye. So this is angular magnification. That means this magnifying power or angular magnification gives how much ability the instrument is having to magnify the image or to enlarge the image. So that ability we can easily calculate using angular magnification. So now the first optical instrument we are going to study about is microscope. So what is microscope? So microscope is again an optical instrument. And why we have to use this microscope? Here these microscopes are used to magnify the image. Magnified image means enlarged image of very small objects. We are using microscope to observe tiny particles or small objects where this microscope can magnify it. To enlarge the small object, we can use microscope. So when that small object is held close to the eye. So this is called microscope. Right? A microscope is an optical instrument which forms magnified image of very small object held close to the eye. So micro means very small or tiny object. And this microscope is divided into two types. They are simple microscope and compound microscope. So now in detail we can study about simple microscope and compound microscope. So before going to study about simple microscope, first we have to know these two terms, that is least distance of distinct vision and far point. So what is this least distance? Least means nearer or very small distance for the normal eye. Remember, for the human normal eye, we can see the objects very clearly without any strain only up to 25 centimeter. Up to 25 centimeter, we can see the things very clearly without any strain. If the object it is away from the human eye or it is greater than 25 centimeter, then we will get a strain to the human eye. So least distance for the normal eye is how much? 25 centimeter. So what is least distance of distinct vision? It means the minimum distance from the eye at which the eye can see the objects clearly and distinctly without any strain. Without any strain, we can see the things very clearly up to 25 centimeter, which is called as least distance of distinct vision, and it is denoted by capital D. Then similarly, far distance, or we can call it as far point. The most distant point that the eye can see clearly is called far point of the eye. Up to infinity we can see the things, right? So nearer point is 25 centimeter, far point is infinity for the normal eye. Is it clear? Up to infinite distance we can see the things clearly. So for normal eye, least distance is 25 centimeter and the far point is up to infinity. Right? This is least distance and far point. So now this is angular magnification of simple microscope under normal adjustment. See here, there are two cases in a simple microscope. In the first case, I am going to derive magnifying power or angular magnification of simple microscope under normal adjustment. So normal adjustment, it means here the image has to be formed at least distance. We know the meaning of least distance. That means up to 25 centimeter, the eye can see the objects clearly. That means in the first case, we are going to form image at least distance. Right? This is the first case. Similarly, in the second case, again I am going to derive magnifying power of simple microscope where the image is formed at infinity. See here we know least distance and far point. These are the two cases. In these two cases, I am going to derive the angular magnification or the ability of simple microscope. Right? So now we can derive the first case, that is angular magnification of simple microscope under normal adjustment. Remember, normal adjustment means the image is formed at least distance of distinct vision, which is denoted by capital D. That means up to 25 centimeter, the image has to be formed using simple microscope. See here, simple microscope means it is itself convex lens. Simple microscope is a convex lens. So convex lens is thicker at the center than at the edges, and this convex lens is having small focal length. And here, so this convex lens of small focal length is used to see the magnified images of a small objects when it is kept very close to the human eye. Right? So here this convex lens is used to magnify the small objects. And here this convex lens is having small focal length. Now, this simple microscope is based on the fact that when the object AB is kept between optic center and principal focus, then the magnified image is formed on the same side of the lens. This image is magnified, virtual and erected. Erected means it is in the same direction as the object. And it is virtual. Virtual means here it is just assumption. It is not real. There is no converging of light here. Right? This is virtual. And also it is magnified. Magnified means enlarged image. So this image is magnified. So you can observe height of object AB is very small. When we observe through this convex lens, now we can get magnified image, that is denoted by A dash B dash. See here, simple microscope is a convex lens of small focal length having optic center C. Now I am going to consider a small object AB. This small object AB is kept between optic center and principal focus. When object is between optic center and principal focus, then image is always magnified. This image is magnified, virtual and erected. Right? Only when object is kept between optic center and principal focus. Now, from this object AB, two light radiations are emitted. The first light radiation is passing through the optic center, so it is undeviated. Right? Then, the second ray of light, when it falls on the concave lens, 2 times refraction of light takes place. Finally, this refracted ray is passing through the principal focus. Now, we are observing these two refracted rays X and Y. So, these two refracted rays when observed by the person, so for us, these refracted rays appear to coming from the point A dash. They are going to converge at A dash, but remember it is not real. It is just assumption. So that we will get image on the same side of the lens, that is A dash B dash. This image is magnified, virtual and erected. And object distance is denoted by U, that is between optic center to object. So image A dash B dash is formed at least distance. Remember, this is the first case under normal adjustment. Normal adjustment means least distance of distinct vision. That means instead of writing image distance V, we can write least distance, because image is formed at least distance of distinct vision under normal adjustment of the simple microscope. Right? So, if you understand this ray diagram clearly, then it is easy to derive magnifying power of simple microscope. Right? Remember, in this case, object is kept between optic center and focus, so that image is virtual, erected and magnified. And this image is formed at least distance of distinct vision under normal adjustment of simple microscope. Right? Then observe here. So we are going to find angular magnification. So angular magnification is given by the equation m equal to beta divided by alpha. right? So beta indicates, what is beta? This is visual angle subtended by image formed by instrument at the eye divided by alpha indicates this is visual angle subtended by object. Visual angle subtended by object is denoted by alpha and visual angle subtended by image is denoted by beta. So this magnifying power of simple microscope we have to calculate. The equation is m equal to beta divided by alpha. Now here you can observe the ray diagram. So beta is the angle subtended by A dash B dash, that is image. Alpha is the angle subtended by object, that is AB. Now to get the value of alpha and beta, I am going to keep this object AB at least distance. I am going to displace the object. Object I am going to keep at least distance only to get the value of alpha and beta. Just I redrawn the same diagram, you can observe. So AB is displaced to least distance. Let us take it as A1B dash. A1B dash is what? Object. Right? Object is displaced at least distance. A dash B dash is image. Now easily we can get the angle subtended by object and angle subtended by image. Now the same diagram you can observe here. This is redrawn. So A dash B dash is the image. This image is subtended with angle beta because beta is the visual angle subtended by image. Then what is alpha? Alpha is the visual angle subtended by object. Object is displaced to A1B dash. Right? Now we got alpha and beta value. So from this diagram we can write the value of tan alpha and tan beta, or first we can write the angle A dash C B dash. A dash C B dash is the visual angle subtended by image, that is beta. Then similarly second one A1 C B dash, that is visual angle subtended by object, that is alpha. Now we can calculate the value of tan beta. So tan beta equal to, here it is beta, total angle is beta. So tan beta means opposite side is A dash B dash divided by adjacent side is CB dash. A dash B dash divided by CB dash. Similarly tan alpha is equal to, that is tan alpha is here, opposite side is A1 B dash divided by CB dash, that is adjacent side. Now we got tan alpha and tan beta value. So here since angles are very small, when angles are very small we have to neglect trigonometric functions, that is tan. When tan is neglected, so tan beta will become beta and tan alpha, that will become alpha, only because trigonometric function tan is neglected since angles are very small. So the above equation can be written as beta equal to A dash B dash divided by CB dash and alpha equal to A1 B dash divided by CB dash. Right? Now we got beta and alpha value. Substitute alpha and beta value in angular magnification equation, that is m equal to beta divided by alpha. So what is the equation? M equal to beta divided by alpha. Now substitute the value of beta. So beta is A dash B dash divided by CB dash. Let us write A dash B dash divided by CB dash into alpha value. Alpha value is how much? A1 B dash divided by CB dash. Reciprocally CB dash divided by A1 B dash. Now C, B dash will get cancelled. So we got M equal to A dash B dash divided by A1 B dash. So A1 B dash means what here? A1 B dash is equal to AB, that is object. So we can write M equal to A dash B dash divided by AB. So what is A dash B dash from the diagram? A dash B dash is height of image. AB is height of object. So we can write it as HI divided by HO. So linear magnification for the lenses is given by M equal to V by U. Instead of writing HI by HO, we can write V divided by U. Remember, M equal to minus V by U, that is for spherical mirror. M equal to plus V by U, this is for lenses. So we got M equal to V divided by U. Right? Now, I am going to use thin lens formula. According to thin lens formula, what is the formula here? That is 1 by F equal to 1 divided by V minus 1 divided by U. 1 by F equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Here, M equal to V by U can be written as V into 1 divided by U. Right? Let us take it as equation 1. Now, so this equation can be written as 1 by U minus 1 by U will become plus 1 by U on LHS side is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by F becomes minus 1 by F. Let us take it as equation number 2. Right? Now, here I am going to consider M equal to, we got V into 1 by U. Right? But in place of 1 by U, I can write this equation. Equation 2, we can write. So, in place of 1 by U, we keep as it is 1 by U. That means 1 by V minus 1 divided by F. So, multiply V. So, V by V minus V divided by F. So, V will get cancelled. So, we got M equal to 1 minus V divided by F. Right? Now, so what is V? V is image distance. Where is the image? Image is at least distance. So, instead of V, we can write least distance capital D. But this image is formed on the same side of the lens according to Cartesian sign convention. So, this image distance will be negative because it is opposite to the direction of incident rays. Incident rays are traveling from left to right direction, but we are measuring that image distance from optic center to image. It is exactly opposite. So, image distance is negative. This is according to sign convention. According to sign convention, image distance is negative. So, V is negative. Right? So, therefore, the above equation will become M equal to 1 minus of minus V divided by F, or we can write 1 plus V divided by F. Or in place of V, I can write it as least distance M equal to 1 plus D divided by F, because image is formed at least distance. So, angular magnification of simple microscope under normal adjustment, we got M equal to 1 plus D divided by F, where D indicates least distance of distinct vision, F is focal length, and M indicates magnifying power. That gives ability of the simple microscope under normal adjustment, and the equation is M equal to 1 plus D divided by F. So, this is all about the first case, that is under normal adjustment. Next, in the next session, I am going to derive the second case, that is simple microscope, magnifying power of simple microscope, where the image is formed at infinity.